Well, good morning. How are you guys all doing today? It's a beautiful day. Do you know what special event we're going to be celebrating towards the end of this month? Christmas. The baby Jesus will be born. That's why we lit the candle this morning.
7 more days until my grandma comes.
Okay. The the first candle was lit today, and so we're excited to hurry up and wait for this big event. You guys like to wait? No, no one likes to wait. You like to get things right away. When Jesus was growing up, he became a carpenter just like his father. So a carpenter is someone who works with wood. So this morning we're going to talk about some carpentry things. Do you know that all wood comes from trees like this stump here? Yeah, and if you cut it carefully, saw it, and sand it, and shape it, you can turn it into something useful, like something to cook with, or something to pick your teeth with, or you can stain it and make it all pretty. Or all of these things in this display had been created out of wood, toys and clamps and useful boxes. So, since carpentry is such a big word, I asked my friend how to break it down, and he said, well, just divide it into 3 parts: car, pen, and tree. Well, a car, what do you do with that? You drive it. And a pen is kind of sharp and pointy, and of course, wood comes from the tree. So we think it means driving nails into wood. Oh, what do I hear? Look at that. It's my old buddy, my old buddy, the whistler. He says good morning. Kids, now the whistler is hard to understand because he doesn't use his words. He just seems to whistle. So I'll try and interpret for him. He says he's not that old. What do you guys think? Now, I haven't seen you for a long, long time, Whistler. What you been doing? He's been out wetting his whistle. So what are you doing now? He's gonna build something this morning. What are you gonna build? He doesn't know. He's got a hammer, and he's got some screws. He's got wood, and you got some other tools too, some cool tools, like an old-fashioned drill, a brace, a neat old wood plane that you can use to make your board smooth, a monkey wrench.
A monkey wrench?
What do you do with the monkey wrench, Whistler? He says to ask Siri. I'll tell you what, kids, when you go back to your seats, you guys can ask your parents to explain this one. What else you got? He even has a saw. I saw, said the blind man. Who wrote this anyway? Oh, let me look here. I missed some of the fine print. The disclaimer says the narrator of the children's story assumes absolutely no responsibility or liability for lameness of the content of the script. Okay. Well, I probably shouldn't repeat that either. He says if he's going to build something, he better get started. I think so. Here we go. Oh, did you get the wrong nail there, Mr. Whistler? Ouch. He says be careful. Oh, not working so smooth, is it? It isn't working. I give up. Do you see anything that he's doing wrong? What could he do to make... He's using it sideways. And what's he using? Is he using a nail or does he have a big screw? Yeah, maybe a nail would drive in easier. I happen to have a couple here. You want to try that, Whistler? Okay, he says okay. Ooh. Much better. Hey. So, what did you make? It looks like an L. Yeah. What do you use that for? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, no idea. You know, I bet he was trying to make one of these things, which is really a framing square, which you use for marking and laying out when you're building a project. So, so kids, when you start a woodworking project, you should always know what you're building. So you don't want to use a screw instead of a nail. I'll tell you what. Why don't you meet here with us next week and we'll show you how to make plans for your woodworking project. Would you like to do that? Yeah. And Whistler, would you like to come too? He says boring. Snooze time. You know what, kids? In some ways, God's like a woodworker. He starts with rough material, kind of like the Whistler, and turns them into something beautiful and useful. I wonder what thought God was thinking when he made us, or the Whistler. You know what? I got an idea for a project. You have an idea too? Well, let's meet here next week and both bring our plans and see what we can come up with. Maybe we should say a little prayer and then you guys can go back to your seats. Dear God, thank you for making us in your own image. Amen.